I don't really like the blue cane start. I just like having it around for when I go fight blind.
The blue cane is very convenient, but it looks like we're off. We're underway here.
We are leaving forever. Goodbye. And just a big 20 to start us off. So this is a race for fun, but we know the Siege doesn't care about that. What do you think is going to troll our runners today?
I'm going to go with the bane of my personal existence, the bow. This is going to be a bow hunt seed.
Alright, I can see that.
What are you thinking?
You know what? I'm going to say the flippers with a required swamp. So they can't avoid it. And hey, the fire rod!
Fire rod's pretty handy because you can really knock out these guards really quickly with fire rod.
Yeah. The drawback though is not really good for grinding bombs.
Yeah, it uses a lot of magic, so it's really hard to grind out these guards for bombs. But hopefully these two will find a big hefty bomb drop along the way.
Yeah. You only have a total of 8 shots with the fire rod at this point. Have to make every single one of them count. There are plenty of magic decanters though that'll give you an extra shot. And something else is you can use the hitbox of the fire rod to get a few more kills.
Yeah, you saw JTB there throwing that pot down at the guard, hoping to get a bomb drop. We get powder in the second chest.
Interesting. That's a nice safety item to have. Probably one of the best, if I had to say so.
Well, I know JTB really loves to do fake powder when he gets access to the bat, so he's probably upset about finding the powder so early.
Yeah, but one can deny that it's a good safety item, even though it is also a fetch quest in of itself. Ooh, just 5 rubies there, but Hacksaww missed a shot.
Yeah, fortunately, like you said, they do have a couple of small magic pickups along the way.
Yeah, there's plenty in the backside of Escape. It's mainly just to hit. Mainly there just to help fuel your lantern, because you're normally just supposed to grind your magic up for it.
That's the really nice part of Fire Rod.
Well.
Well, those flippers really trolled our runners today, Wolflink.
Yeah, I was hoping they'd be in Turtle Rock with a required swamp. Oh well. Wishful thinking, I guess.
So both of our runners today have really similar experience with Randomizer. Both of them have been running roughly around a year. And both runners have also dabbled in No Major Glitches a bit. I know JTB has a sub 40 NMG run, and I think Hacksaww is around a 142.
So yeah, both runners have similar experience, so this should be a really close race. Sorry.
JTB, obviously going with the cheap sprite there on the left, and Hacksaww going with the Pug sprite. JTB got a nice magic drop there.
Very nice indeed. Also, I heard a Pug sprite. What?
The Pug sprite. The Pug.
Yeah,
sprite.
Exactly.
You know, it is what it is. The cheap doesn't have feet, okay? Nice game knowledge there, grabbing that magic.
Yeah. Someone got the reference I was making in chat at least. Thank you.
There you go. I did. I made up for it.
And yeah, that had to be the small key. We have yet to find the map too, and neither runner with bombs, so these rats here might be grinded on, but
Oh no, magic drops. Or I'm sorry. Well, yeah, no magic drops for Hacksaww. He really needs a magic drop.
Try for the double kill here. Does get a magic shot.
Yeah.
But it looks like he's gonna just leave him behind.
I don't blame him with one shot left, and you know you need it for that key rat. I would definitely play it a little safe.
Well, he's got a second one here. Gets a nice double. Sadly, no bomb drop. Looks like it wasn't in the cards today, and that's the price you get for a fire red start. It's fast, but you're unlikely to get bombs.
So at this point, we know that there's a decent possibility that these runners will come back to escape after they get access. And there's your map. But we did not get a map check, unfortunately.
All right. So let's see what Lumberjack Cave has in store for us. There's our map check. I missed Eastern by a millisecond, but I saw that our desert is a 5-6, and there's our bomb drop.
Yeah, I missed the map also. I was watching JTB side for the to see what the tree pool was, and completely missed the map check.
Well, we got a pendant at Hera, at least, as well. And Eastern looks like it was a crystal.
Yeah, it looks like Crystal Eastern, Crystal Desert.
Piece of art.
One thing to point out: Hacksaww did not check Lumberjack, but it was just a heart, a piece of heart, and a full heart in the Lost Woods.
And just a piece of art in the Thieves' Hideout.
So JTB does have one bomb. I imagine he's going to use in the Thieves' Hideout in hopes to find some more bombs in there and not have to buy any from the bomb merchant.
I'm expecting a different use, actually, but we'll see.
Oh, okay.
That use being actually on the hut in the very bottom left corner of the town. You can turn one bomb into 4 because there's 4 single drops in each of the pots.
All right, yeah. Well, there's.
Or you can just pull the tree and get 4.
You can just pull the tree. All right. So JTB does not have to worry about bombs. Hacksaww is desperately looking to find some bombs. That was a clutch tree pull.
Yeah, no grinding for JTB.
Almost
Almost the wrong building.
Yeah. Play an entrance miser, apparently.
Alright. So here we go. Bunch of items about to be found all at once. 20 rupees and a chicken clip. Piece of heart. The flute! 20 rupees over on Hacksaw's side. Piece of heart.
And it's always so convenient to find that flute in Kakariko, because you can just go straight to the statue. Don't have to worry about making a trip out of your way to come back for that later.
Yeah, and Hacksaw will be getting that as well.
Also, unfortunate for Hacksaww, he doesn't have enough rupees right now for the bottle merchant.
Well, there's at least 50 down here. And I think you can get another... Or 30 down here, and then I think there's another 30 over there.
Okay.
And there are some money in the chests.
And more bombs. So we are going to get an early dose of that duck that we all love to see.
Yep. Oh boy!
Well, there is one medallion.
My personal favorite one too. Ether. Fast and kills all the more annoying enemies in the game.
Also, one good advantage about having the flute this early here in Kakariko is when he finishes these checks, he can flute straight over to the swamp area. Doesn't have to save and quit.
Yeah, one of the things I like to do though with the flute is because it saves you the walking distance. Might as well go check the desert region just to see what Graveyard Ledge and Nagina have.
Right. Those are always good early checks to get out of the way because, especially Agina's Cave, I've seen it very many times come back to haunt people later on. Hacksaww is activating his flute.
Yeah, and then once you're known in the desert, you obviously continue on the route through the South Shore like you would normally do. And we got a bottle on the library.
Not just any bottle. That was the all-important Beetort bottle. Just 20 at the race game.
It's heading to 7 to start us off. And only a big 20.
Looks like Hacksaww doing the same thing. Now you have to wonder if these runners are going to flute over to check Ice Rod Cave and flute over to check Desert. Both of those.
I think we're going to see a flute to 3 real quick. After checking Mini Molderm Cave, of course.
Yeah, a lot of quite a few big 20s so far in this seed. And quite a good bit of money early so far too. JTB has 252 rupees, so he's halfway to his Zor money. Gotta use bomb strats here, but having a tough time.
Wow, that center one does not want to get hit.
Oh wow. Wow.
What the heck?
Oh.
All right, there we go.
Okay, there we go. And a bomb drop. Nice.
And uh-oh. You rarely see one of them get stuck like that.
Okay, I'm a fan.
Oh no!
Oh. That stings just a bit. At least Hacksaww will be able to get back there quickly.
Yeah. Wow. Neo Ash. The free light cone does not persist after the escape sequence, so they will need to find the lamp for any dark rooms that come ahead of them.
Hacksaww did go back to the sick kid for just a piece of his heart.
And for those new to the randomizer in general, the lamp is required by the logic for any dark rooms. You can do them without. Some runners are comfortable doing them without, but you still, by technicality, need the lamp.
Nothing doing so far in the South Shore area other than that bottle, but we saw Hacksaww take it to the sick kid. We know he's not going to get anything. We know JTB is not going to get anything important from the sick kid.
Yeah, and I think our runners, both of them, are not going to go back to escape anytime soon. If anything, they're going to just wait until they have a glove and then just fall down to the gravestone.
JTB gonna head over towards the eastern area first. I imagine he's gonna check those 3 chests and then probably get a peek inside eastern. It is a crystal. He can't complete it, but he may be able to grab an item or 2 out of it.
You can also get a little information here by talking to Sarasala. Choosing not to right now. And what we got here? 50. 50! Quake!
Quake! So we're 2 out of 3 on our medallions so far. So we have a pretty good chance already of getting into Turtle Rock and Mystery Mire.
And Neoash, yes, you can go back through Hyrule Castle to go through Escape. But it's just way more convenient to just find the glove and check it later.
Yeah, it is a pretty lengthy trek back through Hyrule Castle.
Oh, was that a... It's a 5-6. Both of our red crystals are in the light world.
I was about to point out a fake flipper, but Hacksaww definitely has flippers. So nothing about this is fake.
Yeah. Which means all 4 of the items here, except for the obvious item that's emerald on Zora, are available.
Mm-hmm. And I like...
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Oh,
wow.
Goodness. There's our hammer, and there's our first sword. Melee combat has been found by Hacksaw.
I was saying that I appreciate the route divergence, but
and there's the moon pearl!
Oh wow. So I think we know now what the logic was trying to tell these runners. Hey, here are flippers, go use them.
If Hobo has a glove, I'm going to flip a table. I don't necessarily where I'm going to find a table to flip, but I'll flip a table. Because that means flippers completely lock the Dark World.
Well, the good thing about this for JTB is he's not going to have too many more options before he has to do those. So even if he's just set back a little bit here, he should be heading that way shortly.
Only 10 arrows there. So there's yet another bottle. So we know where 3 bottles are now.
I think JTB's trying to farm rupees.
And Newash, I would outright say that would be impossible unless you found boots and could water walk. But I think that also requires the moon pearl to begin with. All right, Hovo, what do you got? Blue mail. Okay. The flippers did not entirely give us Dark World access in one item. Good. That would have been insane.
And there's JTB's Zora money, so I have a good feeling he's going to be heading up that way. And Hacksaww going to follow behind what JTB just did, but I imagine not sneaking into that dark room to grab rupees.
Where did JTB get all this money anyway?
He had around 250 coming out of Kakariko. I guess he grabbed those 2 chests in the back of Sarashala's hut, and then he farmed the rupees in the dark room of Eastern.
I was sure I asked about the money before, but yeah. Oh! Crowns were dropping big 20s. That makes absolute sense.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Alright, so JTB is going to flick to 8 here. Just to go in the water.
Yeah, it might not be... I'm not sure if that's faster or not, but it's probably more convenient because swimming mechanics aren't the most polished portion of this game.
And someone in chat pointing out, we do have mountain axes with the flute. I just now remembered that.
Yeah, right.
We can't go everywhere because we lack the mirror or the hook shot to get to the east side. But we can at least explore the top of Spectacle Rock, as well as get a little early advance notice on our Dark World items.
Right. And I'm sure both of these runners are capable of dark rooms, so they could probably go ahead and grab that old man and get that save point.
Yeah. I'm okay with dark rooms myself, but the one room I will absolutely refuse to do in the dark, I refuse to learn it, is Aga. Because if Aga is required, they're going to give me the lamp anyway.
Yeah, right.
And big 20 from that, although it looks like a red rupee at the time, but that's just a little visual glitch for not picking up Zora's item.
So JTB back down to a solid 3 rupees, but at least he doesn't have to go back up to Zora, so not much need for money at this point. Gonna get a magic bat check here. A nice early bat check.
Oh yeah, with the hammer, we have access to this. I completely forgot.
I was a little curious as to why the flute to 3, but now it makes sense.
And 3 items, yes, that is true. We do have the item on top of Spectacle Rock we can check but not pick up. We have the item inside Spectacle Rock, and we have the old man we can grab. Also, we can technically get the Spike Cave item, although I think we need gloves for that anyway.
Yeah, you do. It is glove locked. And at this point, even with gloves, it would be out of sequence.
Yeah, not enough health to make it across.
So here we go up the Death Mountain. JTB gonna do the dark room and grab the old man. Take him to safety. You don't want old men lost in mountains.
Yeah, and even if this item is nothing, it's great to have the warp point. Meanwhile, Hacksaww checking the desert. 5 rupees on the island, or the ledge rather.
So we're going to get an item from both of these runners at roughly the same time here.
Yep. JTBs will be a sequence break, so if this is progression, we need to find the lamp. Alas, it's not.
Just a little piece.
Oh boy!
Wow.
I'm gonna hold him back here. As the silvers that killed the evil beast in his home. And it's one of those items as well that it's not required from the runner standpoint, but it's required in terms of the siege expecting you to finish. And was that the Book of Medora?
That was the book.
All right, desert. Let's go.
With desert and the logic now, it's very likely JTB is going to grab those silvers himself. I missed what was on the island there.
On the Spectacle Rock?
Yes, sorry, the Spectacle
It
Rock.
was just money, nothing major.
So JTB is fluting straight to 6.
Now, if we see something that isn't a key in the first chest, we are boots locked. In that regard, this has to be an item of some kind. And given the fact we've only got this location left to go, I highly doubt that it's one item. Unless it is the gloves.
Yes. If gloves are in desert and it's not boots locked, then these runners can finish desert. However, if they don't find gloves or if it's boots locked, then they're just grabbing an item and getting back out of here.
Well, with the key, it can potentially be 2 items right here, right now.
Right.
Mirror! Hair is
There's
up.
mirror.
And that means we have now access to East Step Mountain. Kind of a roundabout way to get to it, but now we have it. And we have the big key.
So I'm really hoping JTB doesn't doesn't neglect Agina to head back up to Death Mountain. It's not important, but and I know JTB is comfortable doing Silverless Ganon, but if it comes down to a Ganon's Tower versus Ganon's Tower race, that's going to be a huge advantage for Hacksaww.
Yeah, especially if it's Master Sword game, because that'll just save so much time. There's the second item in Desert. It's 300 rupees.
So at least those are both items. They know they're not going to need to go back to Desert until they want to get that crystal.
Yeah, for the crystal. And they know they just need the glove.
Right.
A glove. JTB did in fact not get the silvers, but could get it on their way back. Could opt to check Adina for checkerboard. Or if he's feeling desperate for an item, he might think, oh, geez, did I miss something in Agina? Here's our Darkhold check. Turtle Rock and Pod are our other 2 pendants. Turtle Rock being the incentivized green pendant. And with book, we can read Ether Tablet while we're here.
Yes, you can read it. Unfortunately, if it's something useful, which it is not, you cannot activate that without at least the Master Sword.
That's correct. But having that information could just be as important, because now you know, okay, this is nothing. Let's move on. I don't have to come back. And a small key. Oh boy.
And Hacksaww is going to go back to Zora, which I don't blame him, considering the way the logic was telling these runners.
No. We have the cape. We're a lamp away from an Aga seed.
JTB trying to get his coffee break, but his fire rod shot missed.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. There's Hacksaww buying that 20 rupee.
Life lessons for you today. Don't give a fish your money.
And we have, there's the big key. So I'm legit worried for our runners. They have plenty of health at least. They have blue mail. But I want to see that glove. Come on, game. Don't be mean. Let's be an Aga fake out. Let's have the lamp in Hera, but if they go on to Paradox, they'll find a glove. Let's have it to be like that.
Hacksaww reading about small piece of heart on the medallion.
There's the second item. It's a 5-bomb booster. And JTB's just going to leave the pendant behind, not going to bother taking it. Smart play that we know of. Of course, we have the book, we can always do a pedestal check at any time.
I imagine with book and mirror, any play.
Is that the single arrow I just saw?
I think so.
Oh, brilliant. They are most likely going to avoid the one arrow you use to finish Ganon off. But oh well. They have plenty others.
And to this point, I still have no idea where that one single arrow is located in the vanilla game.
Actually, I do.
You have that knowledge, huh?
Yes. It's actually, you know the basement of Palace of Darkness where you get all the blue rupees?
Right, yeah.
Left chest.
Interesting.
Right chest has a small key.
Yep.
And I know this because I actually recently went through and opened every single chest in a one critic clear. Heart container and second heart container. Jeez!
A very healthy seed so far.
Yeah, unlike the last one I did. Jeez.
So Paradise Cave is holding a lot of love right now.
And there's her glove. Aga's dead.
So we didn't get much, but we got that all-important glove.
I'm expecting a warp to Sanctuary. No! Oh boy, when are they gonna check those 3 items in the escape?
That's a good question. And hopefully these runners haven't forgotten about it, because I had already forgotten about it until you just reminded me.
It's easy to forget that when you played this scene for 30 minutes and you had no means to get to it until just now.
Right. JTB is going to give us a very hype cave check, we can hope.
Is Hacksaww going for Aga?
Either Aga or the back of escape.
There's a shield for...
And I'm
JTB.
hoping, for his sake, this is the back of escape, and it is.
Oh, this is both good and bad.
I missed all of Hype Cave.
Nothing major. All we have got that was even noteworthy is the first shield.
I was really concentrating on where Hacksaww was going, and missed all of Hype Cave.
Yeah. So we know Hacksaww is unfortunately wasting a bit of time, but at least he didn't forget about these items. That's a good thing. Unless it's lamp.
Right.
I just realized.
Just bombs from old Stumpy. A K-45 check. You don't often see K-45 checks at 33 minutes.
And it's called K-45, Cave Salva Haunted Grow. I've even called it Hard Cave on occasion, because most of the pots have small hearts underneath them.
Right. Heart Cave today, because there's a big piece of
20
heart in
rupees.
there. Looks like just some money and health to me.
And 3 bombs, as if to say, oh hey, did you need me for escape? Here I am. Wow.
So what did Alec Baldwin dig for our runners today? Just bombs.
Wow, that's kind of rude, if you think about it. He left this literal landmines. At least they weren't armed. That could have been very bad.
Alright, where's JTB flying to now? Looks like Hacksaw's going into Eastern. JTB's gonna buy potion. Hopefully Hacksaww goes up to East Death Mountain soon.
Oh, geez. Did he forget that he could do that?
I believe that might be the case. Otherwise, I'm sure he would already be there to pick up those 7 chests, which is a much higher density than the couple of chests he's going to be able to grab in Eastern.
I think he's already been in Eastern. Yeah, he's been in here.
And I believe he just realized where he needed to go. JTB heading over towards Village of Outcasts.
Yeah, quite a few items here.
Thieves Town is a crystal, so he's probably going to go ahead and clear that out while he's here as well.
Yeah, in all honesty though, I'm surprised he didn't start with Skull Woods.
There's the Master Sword.
Okay, maybe that's why.
Yeah. Skullwoods on Fighter Sword, or let alone even Master Sword, it's not a fun time. So.
Yeah, but you have Ether for the Gyptos. You have the Fire Rod for Moth. You even bought a blue potion just now.
Right. And
there's my
blue
beloved
cane.
Blue Cane. Let's have some fun. Right outside Thieves Town, ready to give Vine some hugs of death.
Yeah, so pretty good safeties here for Blind and Mothula. You got the blue potion, you got a blue cane. Not to mention the powder for all these anti-fairies. So this should be a breeze for JTB.
Boots!
And now we are going fast.
That is a perfect thing to find for JTB. Because now he can route the north side, the graveyard area, in the Dark World, and get everything.
Right.
Graveyard Ledge, Bonk Rocks, King's Tomb. Even the 3 items he missed in Escape. If he remembers.
And
Blooper!
the longer JTB has these boots, the just tiny bit more he's going to keep gaining on Hacksaww. Boots don't save a lot of time. They're very convenient to have, though, and you will rack up tiny bits of time, tiny bits of time as you go along.
And there we go. Hacksaww does now have the Power Glove.
Looks like he tried a bomb jump there, but fell down.
Yeah, he's trying to stay back up top to go back to Spiral Cave. Now, no matter what the key configuration here is, although we now know that it's got to be something not a small key in the Thieves' Town Big Chest, JTB can full clear this dungeon.
So Hacksaww doing his walk of shame. JTB gonna fight off these green grasshoppers or lizards or whatever they're supposed to be, and grab just a piece of a heart.
But that piece of heart gives him 4. He's now up to pretty good health. And with Blue Mail, he's feeling pretty safe from given his NMG roots.
Yeah, I'm not sure you could ask for much more of a safer seed at 40 minutes in.
About maybe 7 more hearts in Red Mail.
Well, yeah, sure. Maybe throw in a net. Maybe a gold sword.
Couple more bottles.
Yeah.
He actually goes to Egging and gets the silver arrows, maybe. We can keep this up for a while. Let's move on. And can you dig it?
Can you dig it? I know who's not going to dig it. JTB's not going to dig it.
And there's just some bombs in the chest. That means Blind has a dungeon item, I think. So, interesting fun fact here, JC. Did you know that if that big chest has a small key in it, Blind is considered hammerlock?
Interesting.
It's because the key in the crystal, they account for you taking the key in the crystal switch room and using it for that door.
Oh, okay. Well, that is very interesting. I appreciate these facts.
Yeah, it actually does matter if you're thinking about the 5-6 as well, so...
Yeah, right. Easy peasy blind for JTB.
Yep. So
he got knocked around a couple times, but with a lot of hearts, that is A-okay.
Yeah. And Blind had his Braille map again.
Hacksaww getting knocked around a bit by the Gyptos.
Yeah, I think Quake can stun them, and Ether just outright kills them. And a vanilla big key in Skull Woods.
More money.
Ironically enough, also vanilla.
So JTB's got to be heading up in Skull Woods now. It is completable. And previous dungeons, in previous dungeons, Skull Woods was often pretty loaded. That seems a lot less true here in this current version.
Yeah, I think you meant versions instead of dungeons, but I understood what you meant.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And going with the burn strats here on the Gyptos. It doesn't leave much room for Moth, but it does have a green potion at least.
Yeah, that green potion is going to come in handy with Master Sword.
Now, I've seen some people do a back-to-front play.
Hacksaww using his green potion.
Alright, there's the Moth fight. Moth fight's dangerous only for these spikes. And annoying for the same reason.
Yeah, the spikes do 1 heart of damage regardless of male color. It's a little unfair, honestly, but...
What's even more unfair is that the Moth is immune to the spikes in the room.
Right.
But, it's beaten for a compass. And another crystal on the board.
Yeah, he was able to knock him out with those hammer strats, which do the same amount of damage as Tempered Sword. The range is just quite a bit less, so it's a bit of a scarier fight using hammer.
So, scary thought here. I'm looking at everything that could be at pedestal right now. And if it's the only one item that it could be that we would absolutely need for progression, pending medallion, of course, is the hook shot. We're about to find out too, because Hacksaww is giving us a pedestal check.
Get your pet prayers in chat now.
It's the rupee stash. Specifically a stash, so it's the 100. Sorry, folks, pet's dead. You got a nice average C for you today. Although, we can still be trolled by the hook shot. We can show up pretty much anywhere. Could even be on Trinex.
Yeah, so while we were getting our ped check from Hacksaww, JTB finished up Moth, also checked his ped, and is noping right out of there.
Yeah, for those wondering what the other review messages are, Couch Catch is 50 or 20, and Pocket Change is 5 or 1. And of course, Horde is 300. There's the lamp. So, probably not pleased to see it, but at least he has it. And it's nice and magic efficient given that Fire Rose is his only source of fire.
I also find it quite nice that both runners gave us a back to front swamp. Excuse me, Skull Woods.
And there's Bumper Cave item. It's only a bomb expansion. Nice bomb jump from JTB.
Yeah, he had a little bit of a tough time with it on the right side. But right side can be a little tricky because you almost never do right side bomb jumps, so you can't really fault him for having a tough time with the right side.
And AT now with their lamp. And it makes perfect sense that Hacksaww did his lumberjack check now. Because he now, with that lamp, he now has logical access to Aga, making sure the lumberjack cave wasn't secretly required or anything like that. It's good heads-up play on his part to know, hey, I should probably check this to make sure I don't have the disadvantage here.
So JTB's doing Northern Hyrule areas now. He's going to do Bonk Rocks. He's going to do the Graveyard Ledge and King's Tomb.
Yeah, it's going to be Bonk Rocks, Graveyard Ledge, King's Tomb, and then, if he remembers, the back of Escape through the graveyard.
Right. And then I imagine he may even go ahead and do Catfish while he's going to be in that general area.
I don't think he was going to do Catfish, unfortunately. Because the drop down is, once he's done checking the drop down, he's most likely going to save and quit.
Right, yeah, right.
So he's going to choose one or the other, but not both. And there's our... We know where all 4 bottles are. And we have logical access to all 4 of them, too. What the heck?
Safety seed, my friend.
Safety seat, indeed.
So, Wolflink, what do you think the next play is for these runners?
Given what they all have, and with that hook shot, I'd say ice and swamp to ice.
Both of those are completely completable, so I'd say that's a pretty good guess.
It's specifically with ice, make sure to bomb jump.
And JTB is gonna head over to Catfish.
Because now, pending medallion, we are the other glove and Samaria away from go mode.
We also need bow.
Oh yeah, the bow. I almost forgot about that. But that's it. Bow, other glove, Samaria. Bombos if it's required for Meyer, but that's it. We're 3 items away.
What does Catfish have for us today?
And very nice God Pixel from Hacksaww dashing straight through the Hellway.
Looks like JTB is going to be heading to Swamp first, which I can't blame him because Although Swamp is a pretty quick dungeon to full clear,
Yeah,
if you can full clear, if you can full clear ice, that dungeon is just incredibly less annoying.
Yeah.
So he's probably hoping to be able to full clear ice later on.
Although, given the fact we still lacking an item here, Swamp is the most item-dense play.
Right.
And finding the Titan's Mitts, which you need for ice anyway, he'll probably be directed towards his pod.
Right. I completely forgot about the Titan's mitts.
I did too, actually. I keep forgetting that that's a requirement for ice pallets. And it could be at that shovel too, I just realized. Or was that checked?
JTB did not check the shovel yet. JTB has a history with shovel locations.
And Chad pointed out that we can also get the Bombo Sap as well, so...
Right.
Definitely the play is Swamp and anything in the surrounding area.
One of the cool things about the Pug Sprite is that the Maiden's palette also changes.
Yeah, it changes depending on a lot of things, because it shares the palette with the sprite you're using.
Right.
So imagine using the can of cola sprite, because yes, that one exists. The Maiden is just like completely one color. It's kind of hilarious. And kind of creepy at the same time. And there's blind down for Hacksaww.
So JTB grabbed the early key. Hopefully he remembers to not flood the other small key.
He might do the back first and then do the left side.
Yeah, you're right. Yep.
Classic Swamp House routing. Although now he knows that there's a guaranteed item on left side. So he's gonna get that done.
No flooded key today. Good for JTB.
Yeah.
Don't want to flood that key.
It's easy enough to reset. You just have to leave the dungeon, thankfully. You don't have to leave the screen anymore for the sake of the randomizer.
Right. These runners have an incredible amount of health. I'm envious.
Yeah, this is a very, very healthy seed. Hacksaww not checking the shovel either. Oh, I think he remembered.
Yep, he's going back for it.
If this is Titan's Miss, this is a huge. Alright. Only 20 rupees, so the shovel will not burn JTB this time.
Yeah, JTB only finding money too in left side of swamp. So just a bunch of money on screen here.
Yeah. He's a very expensive fish.
I didn't see. Did JTB grab the big key in the front half?
I don't think he did, no. Yeah.
Okay.
He did a quick menu check just to make sure. And there is the first shield for Hacksaww. Getting a boon of money as well. Tech Rock, if Big T's in the big chest, which can happen, then that's perfectly fine. They don't have to worry about getting that. Map and Tempered! Found for JTB.
Well, I imagine he's happy to find Tempered. That's going to speed up this Argus fight.
Oh, yeah.
Quite a bit. There's
the
Big Key. He thought about it for a second. He thought if he wanted to go back.
Alright, here comes the... Ooh, is that what I think it is? No, I thought for a second that he was setting up for the quick kill.
I think he was, and then he... I'm not sure what happened with that second hook shot, but unfortunately he did miss his quick kill. But very nice way to finish that one off.
Yeah, it does get the quick kill there, and there's our ice rod. That's not a good thing to see. And because of everything we have, we know that the big chest does have an item.
Also, I'm not very good at math, but I do know that we have got to have pretty good odds to be able to get into Turtle Rock right now. So that's probably pretty enticing to JTB. Even though it is a pendant.
No. We do not have access to
Oh, right. Yeah. Titansmiths.
Not only that, we also need the Key of Samaria. Because we can't even get it through the first room without that.
Yeah,
Unless
right.
we can hover that entire distance. Like a madman. There's our Titansmiths. Wow, is that Commentator's Curse? I'm not sure.
Well, as long as he doesn't find Samaria anywhere between here and Turtle Rock, I'd say not a curse. Now, if he does find Samaria here on Bombo's tablet, I'd say that very well is a curse.
Single repeat. And we'll now be getting the silvers.
You know, it's not a bad way to route in this cave.
Yeah.
So it looks like we need a bow, we need Titansmiths, and we need... oh yeah, he just got Titansmiths, excuse me. We need bow and Samaria, and possibly...
Bombos.
Bombos Medallion.
And we can check Meyer right now to know. And for all we know, we could have a vanilla Samaria.
Looks like that's where he's going. He can also finish a Desert Palace here as well.
Yeah, we have the Ice Rod now as well. That was on Armos. There's our blue boomerang. end. Something's going on here.
Both of our runners having some deep thought. I can't even think. I don't know what these runners are thinking right now.
According to the SRTV chat, they're both taking a break mid-race.
Okay. So we do have our 1 hour, our halftime break, you might call it.
I'm sorry. I find this rather amusing.
I've never seen anything like this. Designated bathroom break, I guess. Oh,
okay. JTB
here we
is
go.
back and moving.
Well, I mean, JTB didn't get his coffee break earlier, so maybe that was it.
Fair enough, I suppose. Neither one of them did. Wait,
Oh.
was that actually planned?
I have no idea. That was one of the strangest things I've ever seen in Randomizer.
Yep. I'll give you credit on that one.
So JTB is going to finish up Desert Palace.
Hacksaww left Swamp unfinished.
That is going to prove quite crucial for Hacksaww. He may be slightly upset when he goes back later and figures out what he left behind. I missed what that was, but it was obviously nothing important on the pyramid. Ether to get into Misery Mire, but
All right, we are 2 items away then. Bo and Samaria. I am saving that clip. I have to show people out. That is amazing. Well played to both of our runners, by the way, for giving us that little scare.
yeah, I'll have to consult with our runners after this race. I need to know what exactly was going on there. Oh.
Catfish. Only piece of heart. I'm seeing the Swamp Palace, or the Ice Palace, rather. Bleh. Words.
And it looks like Hacksaww is going into Pod. Unless he finds the bow in here, he's not going to be able to complete this.
Hey! My favorite shield!
Well, you know, we do need more safeties, so might as well get a shield upgrade as well.
I don't want to see that riot shield. Too bulky. Fire shield, just right.
Well, the riot shield itself is probably bigger than the cheap sprite, so.
Exactly. And you know what? That's exactly what the chief needs against Mario is the fire shield.
Yeah, right.
Just fuck all his fireballs. Do the ultimate troop in Ganon or Bowser's army. I almost said Ganon's army. Ah. Now I'm getting my final bosses mixed up.
Well, you know, when you put cheaps in Zelda games, considering you already have pokies and chain chops.
I mean, cheaps do exist in some Zelda games. It's usually the Game Boy ones, though.
Yeah, right. Similar to how Shy Guys also exist in Game Boy Zelda games.
Alright, Penguin Bowling. Gets the strike.
Yeah, I was about to point out JTB was running a little low on health, but he reassured safety with that quite handy blue potion that he bought earlier. The blue potion that he bought for safety, but then got enough safeties that he didn't need it for safety. Also, really convenient spot for the big key.
Nope, you gotta try again.
Oh.
Double fail. And can't reset the room. There's a small key right there. And the big key for Palace of Darkness. Who is ahead? I would say JTB is ahead because he has finished Swamp where our Titan's Mint and our Ice Rod were. But Hacksaww could be on the way to the bow for all we know.
Yeah,
Mario.
Unfortunately for Hacksaww, he left Swamp unfinished, so he did not get Titan's Mitts in Swamp. That also puts him down a sword upgrade as well, but he does have the red meringue, so you could say that he's doing pretty well for himself.
You get in bomb booster as well.
Oh,
and being out of keys, yeah, he's done here. This. No, neither runner has any sort of advantage right now. There's the mushroom. JTB has all the advantage right now because he went to Swamp. And finished it. Hacksaww chose not to finish Swamp and thus missed out on the big key, which led to Titan's Mitts in Swamp, as well as the Ice Rod.
Well, that's Chad is pointing out to us now. Hacksaww he doesn't have hook shot. He couldn't finish Swamp.
Oh, that's right. He never did the top side.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's gonna feel real bad for him. How did I miss that myself? Jeez. Second upgrade. Big chest of Swamp with the big key in the back.
Just a bomb capacity upgrade in that big chest that JTB couldn't quite get to earlier. He's doing his northern route now, though, so he's going to go ahead and grab his hook shot.
And we do actually have 2 keys here, so Mario could be behind whatever could be here on Colts there. If he had 1 key left, based on his full clear, then Samaria cannot be behind Ice Palace. And a very, very excellent Cold Stare fight.
Yeah,
JTB.
he had that one puffball, breakaway, but he was able to clean it up immediately.
Yeah, I think it's Meyer. I think Meyer is the play. We know it's Ether.
Well, given that Meyer's typically the one place that you don't want to find Samaria, I'd say Samaria might be in Misery Mire.
We know it's not Ether. We know it's not Pedestal. Could be Mushroom. Could be Mushroom. And I think that's what JTB is going to check. Also, I just realized we have not done the entirety of the Smith loop yet. And JTB finally checking the escape sequence.
At an hour and 11 minutes, JTB is going to find out that he just had a few bombs back there.
Alright, so something else that I just realized has been opened up for a while now because of those Titan Smiths. The entirety of the Smith loop.
Yeah.
And if I were in these runners' shoes at this point in the race, I would absolutely do that Smith loop before I check Meyer. Leave no stone unturned.
Yeah, it's a lot faster. It's a lot faster when you have the mirror and the flute.
Oh,
But
there's Arcana Samaria!
there it is.
So yeah, I would still stand by my statement though. Do the Smith loop. Because if you happen to run across Bo, you can go mode Meyer, you can go mode Armos. And be done.
Looks like he's gonna go into Meyer. Hacksaww back in Swamp Palace now, so he's gonna be able to finish this finally.
Alright, and something else we can do now is we can check Death Mountain with Hookshot Cave, Super Bunny, and hopefully not Turtle Rock. I'm hoping
Right.
Turtle Rock's Bombos. That was a strange fire rod shot there against the Wizrobe.
Yeah, these Wizrobes have really strange hitboxes I've found personally.
And that is why I usually use the cane on them. Oh, you know what would be really evil? We have the silver arrows, but we don't
Right.
have the bow. And Vitreous is the one boss out of all of them you want to shoot with those silver arrows.
So what you're saying is what would be really evil is possibly having bow on Vitreous. Is that what I'm getting?
Yes.
Oh,
I've
know
had
what?
it happen before too. That's the sad part.
And you know you're right. It is a possibility and would be entertaining to see.
Oh, what happened to Hacksaww? Nothing major. He just missed the hook shot and is now double backing through Swamp. He's gonna get most of the progression that JTB has now.
Yeah, unfortunately for Hacksaww, it was just a little route divergence that took him away from Northern Dark World, where Hookshot was, so he couldn't finish Swamp earlier.
But can finish now with the Ice Rod in hand. And there's our first item. Or was that her second?
I'm not sure. If it was first item, then I think...
No, he's still going.
Okay.
Small key.
It looks like JTB is going to gamble on not needing the vanilla big key chest.
Yeah, he's opting for a full clear at this point, which is fine. A full clear minus big cutscene chest. And as of this point, it's a 50-50 gamble.
And he's going to take the Vitreous gamble.
Yeah. If he absolutely wants to double back to the chest, he can just go straight to it.
Yeah, it's not a too out of the way check. It's just a little slow having to wait on that wall, which you would have to do regardless.
Yeah.
Oh. JTB having a hard time. Okay, there we go. We got it.
Alright, so let's see if JTB set us up that new delicious tech we've been seeing. Nope, gonna go the old school strats.
Also, don't ask me to explain the new tech because I can't tell you at all how it works. But I will say that it looks pretty freaking cool.
It says something to do with elevation and the fire rod. That's all I can understand about it.
It has something to do with this game being extremely, extremely well coded.
But yeah, that tech was recently discovered too, so not many runners have fully learned it yet.
Well, finally putting the cape to use. At least it's here and not getting into Aghanim's Tower, so...
Yep.
And this is why you want that bow.
Yeah, that fight is just so much easier. And it's a map, so Cutsy Chest does have something. I expect GTP to go back in real quick.
Now, I know you said what was going to be really evil was having bow on Vitreous. What's going to prove even more evil for JTB is if it's in that chest that he skipped to gamble on Vitreous.
And it's gonna leave it behind. Well, he doesn't have many other locations he can check. So eventually, when he runs out of items, he'll have to come back there. It's just a matter of when.
That is assuming that we didn't miscount the items.
Yeah, I will admit I don't think I saw every single item in the dungeon.
Well, considering that he continued looking for items, I doubt that the two of us miscounted as well as JTB. So, I mean, but you're right. You know, he only has a few more places to check. So if he doesn't find it, he knows he needs to go back there for it.
And here comes the Ice Palace play, which will lead to Samaria because the mushroom was in here, if I recall right. And that must be a really good mushroom, I just realized, if it was preserved in an entire dungeon made of ice.
You are correct.
Alright. Fake cave.
Oh.
Well.
Bye-bye, cheap.
Bye-bye, cheap. There's our mirror shield.
So, if we find red mail and we find gold sword, these runners will be pretty set to go for the rest of this run.
I'd argue they also would want half magic for that.
Oh yeah, right. So we're gonna get a little chest world tour here. JTB has not done dig spot, so he's gonna go check that out. Probably be happy to see that it's not important.
Yeah, getting it done on the way is not fine. We could have. We knew that we could have skipped it. King of Spies, Red Cane is our witch hut item, and the mushroom, I believe, was in swamp, is in Ice Palace here. So Hacksaww will be getting it eventually. And the Smith Loop is finished. Onwards to
JTB going into pod.
Okay, I can understand this. Wait, does he have a blue? Oh wait, no, it doesn't matter. Because it's technically bow locked.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he won't spend a whole lot of time in here.
Yeah. If he has the keys are available that he can go all the way to the back. But there's no way that the bow is in here. Because if he sequence breaks for the remaining keys, he'll need to full clear the dungeon. He's not going to find bow at the end. So it's on Dark Mountain somewhere, I would say. Or in that one chest of mire he skipped.
Right, he does have that one chest in mire. He has Hookshot Cave and Super Bunny Cave.
Hookshot Cave, Super Bunny Cave, Spike Cave, and Bomba, and Turtle Rock.
Right, yeah. I had forgotten about Spike Cave, but they do have the safety items they need now.
So I expect the routing after this step to be what I just said. It'll be Super Bunny, it'll be Hookshot. Actually, no, it'll be Super Bunny. Look at Turtle Rock Medallion. Open it if you can. Hookshot, Spike.
And what JTB really wants to see is a Bombos medallion for Turtle Rock.
Exactly. Because that means that it can't be in there. Unless we have access to bombs just in Hookshot Cave or somewhere else on the mountain.
So, since we're seeing a little bit of what each other runner has already done, I do want to say that it has been an absolute pleasure to be able to commentate this race so far with you, Wolflink.
Thank you.
Also, give both of these runners a follow, if you will. JTB and Hacksaww are both really good randomizer runners who also both dabble in no major glitches. And also, please remember to follow all the Speed Gaming channels and all of the Link to the Past Randomizer channels for all of your randomizer content from here throughout the bracket stages of the tournament.
That's right.
Also, while you're at it, give my co-commentator Wolflink a fresh follow.
I suppose that now just that I should extend the same courtesy to you, JC.
Well, thank you, sir. That's very kind of you.
I don't really wait to the end for that, but yeah.
Hacksaww did have a really nice, really nice Cold Surf fight. JTB is soon to find out that the rest of Pod is bow locked.
Yes, Eastern Palace has been dipped.
Yeah, Eastern Palace gave our runners a whole lot of nothing. At least without the bow.
And we need the bow right now. So the play here is Turtle Rock. And the surrounding area of Dark Death Mountain.
I think JTB is going to check Pyramid.
Makes sense to me. Get it done real quick before you mirror.
I know Hacksaww checked it earlier, but I don't think JTB did. It's got to be where he's going now.
Oh, Hacksaww is checking Dark Death Mountain.
This is very good for Hacksaww.
Very good, and at the same time, might also be bad because, well, he'll have to check in that mushroom eventually.
Right.
But if the bow is here, then this is a huge advantage for Hacksaww, and he just put himself back in this race suddenly. Well, would still need to go to turn the mushroom.
Yeah, and that, if he turned in his mushroom immediately afterwards, that would also allow him to go mode Misery Mire, which JTB did not have the luxury of.
But if the bow is in Turtle Rock, then it's Rip Hacksaww. Hookshot Cave. 2 chest check. There's our bug net. Bow? Hard container. So now it's down to Spike Cave. Or is Turtle Rock?
And I don't think he gave us a medallion check on Turtle Rock.
No, I expected to see that out of JTB. Because Hacksaww doesn't have the means to even get in Turtle Rock. It makes no sense for him to check the medallion.
But here's Spike Cave.
And it's Ether for both. Alright. Chat's been wanting to see Bow and Turtle Rock. There's our red mail. It's Bow and Turtle Rock. It has to be, unless it's in that one cutscene chest in Mire. And our runners have been on a wild goose chase.
If it is in the one cutscene chest in Mire, that's going to hurt JTB terribly. Because I'm not sure at this point if Hacksaww would skip out on that chest.
What is locked by Bow? Eastern Palace is locked by Bow because you need it for the red Igor. For House of Darkness, even though it is a pendant dungeon in this instance, there is a statue you need to shoot with the bow in order to reveal the path leading to the boss. And in GT, there's 2 pairs of red mimics on the way up. Can't avoid them, I have to shoot them.
So now the question is, how far does JTB have to go before he gets his bow? Is it going to be early? Is it going to be late? Is it going to be on that green pendant?
I'm going to say it's none of the above. It's actually in Mire.
Well, we're going to find out one way or the other right here.
Unless Hacksaww also skips that chest. Oh, are we going to get a bird toss?
I hope so.
Magibat was checked. Nope, he's leaving the bird alive.
No bird toss today. So this is going to be a pretty pivotal moment in this race.
Yep. Big 20. It's wonky.
Nothing doing yet. JTB trying to cane dash, but doesn't have enough magic.
Interesting that he drank the potion there. I guess he's not aware that there's a magic pot, a full one even underneath those pots right there.
Yeah, that's got to be the case.
Although he was low in health, he probably wanted to heal as well. Because he had his deal now with the chain chomps, and they can easily kill him if he's not paying attention.
Yeah, even with blue mail, these chain chomps are not nice. Even with red mail.
Imagine how terrifying they are at green mail. Actually.
Oh, I don't have to imagine. I know.
All right. Hacksaww needs to go south here. Okay, moment of truth.
Doing it.
If Hacksaww finds the bow here, he is in go mode, and JTB's trek to Turtle Rock will be for naught. If it's not here in this one chest in Misery Mire, JTB is in the driver's seat. It comes down to this moment right here, right now. 20 rupees for JTB.
Here we go.
And JTB left the gold sword behind.
How could you, JTB?
So, well, I guess he doesn't want butter fried chicken, I guess.
Yeah.
Or no, tuna.
Butter.
Something.
Yeah. Something with butter on it. I don't know.
Anyway, that means the boat is in here in Turtle Rock.
Don't have to check Mimic Cave. Oh, yeah, you do. Never mind.
Yeah. If Bo's here, why would you not check it? It's halfway through the dungeon. It's like a 3-minute time loss if you don't.
I don't know why. For some reason, I was thinking red mimics. Red mimic, Bo, you know, it all makes sense to me. I don't know.
Yeah. And 20 rupees here.
Just a 20 rupee.
What the? Oh, hey, Hacksaww did the trick.
Yeah, we got a little Meyer tech there from Hacksaww. We're going to get some more of it here.
Yeah. He changed the crystal switch without touching it.
I call hacks.
That's the new tech. You adjust the elevation of your shot and you can hit like an invisible crystal switch.
Yeah, it is really cool tech. I enjoy seeing it. I just, myself, have no idea how it's supposed to work.
I don't know all the nuances of it either. Oh boy. It's a bow on Laser Bridge or Trinex scenario. Oh, this is gross. See, started out so good as well, and then it just did this.
Well, I have seen my share of bow hunts, so I can't say that I'm awfully surprised.
Oh, there's half magic. Alright. Yep, this seat's done. We know where everything is except Bombos. There's a Swanky.
Not getting trolled to.
Boom!
There we go. And with that, we are in go mode at 1 hour, 35 minutes, and 30 seconds.
Yep, JTB with that bow now. Gonna head to Eastern and give us our final crystal. Yeah, he's gonna have to make one more trip of the mountain, but I don't think he minds.
So this trek through Eastern is going to be really quick for JTB, especially considering he's already got those silver arrows. It's going to speed up that Armos Knights fight pretty fast.
Yep. Thinking you'll miss it. They're going to melt pretty quickly.
Trying to do some sneaky sword strats there, but he missed it just a bit.
Sir, why leave the shield behind? Some runners could think the shield causes lag at some points.
Yeah, and also it's not extremely useful. Other than just Laser Bridge and Turtle Rock.
Yeah, and we already have invincibility items for those. Alright. Alright, here come the Armos Knights.
Doing bottom right strats. Nice Armos fight.
And they're already dead, and you know what?
What's that?
That's our 7th crystal.
Oh, okay, okay.
Would you care to get it started?
I think what you're trying to say is
We've got a game.
Oh, we definitely have a game. There are 22 chest locations in Ganon's Tower. 22 of those locations possibly contain the big key. So get in your guesses now between 1 to 22 on where you think that big key is going to be located.
And don't forget, folks, if you are a supporter to the Speed Gaming Network, be it through 250 bits or more or a subscription, you are eligible for the leaderboard we have going on as a result of this game. But go ahead and guess if you're not. This also is just for fun.
So Hacksaww making the right play. Going into Turtle Rock. That's where his bow is going to be.
Yeah, we see someone on top of Turtle Rock while Hacksaww is in Turtle Rock. And JTB's already dashing their way to Ganon's Tower. We're going to close the game when we see him go downstairs. No, we'll see. We have plenty of time. We'll close it when he enters the place. When we see it. And we got the first two chests. Nothing going on there. Chest item number 3, even though we're not picking it up, is the heart piece. Bob
And you
gets
know what?
lived.
I think that means we're gonna get to see our favorite friend Bob.
If we get that far. 4, 5, 6, and 7, right here in the Stalfos room. 50 rupees. 3 bombs. Small key. Big or small key as well. Jeez. And a big trap from Hacksaww. I got
psyched
tripped
me out.
I tripped up. Whoops. Just number 8 now.
I think Hacksaww died in the Chain Chomp room.
Yep. Yeah, sorry about that, folks. I was gonna say a big death by Hacksaww, but kind of slipped. All right, so Fire Snake and the 9th item. It's another small key. 10, 11, 12, 13 in the also aptly named random room because NMG runners never come this way.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't know this room was here until I played Randomizer.
Yep, and the only reason why this room exists is just to give you some more supplies, some arrows and some bombs. 20 arrows, 20 piece of heart. Onwards to Bob and chest number 14.
Oh, stepped in the portal. Good thing it's really easy to get back.
Yeah, that's just a preview of what we call the animals of the zoo room.
Mm.
And someone says who Bob is? There's Bob! He's that glitched little anti-player right there next to the chest. And his chest 14, only has a piece of heart.
Another piece of heart. So after Ice Armos, we've got 15, 16, and 17. Is that correct?
Yep. And then 18, 19, 20, 21 would be in the right side rooms, the compass room. And 22 is, of course, the tile room. There's Bombos and a small key.
Looks like we're going right side.
17, 18, or no, 18, 19, 20, 21. Coming up. Chozo guy, why is that one always glitch looking? It has to do with the torch item of all things. That's why we call the torch item here Bob's Torch. Because it actually affects his sprite condition.
Yeah, I'm not sure why it works that way. I know if you don't bonk the item off, it affects it the way that it does. It's just one of those weird little nuances that Link to the Past seems to be loaded with.
All right. Bomb booster. 20. Piece of heart. Big team, chest 20. Wait a minute. Oh, dang it. If I had actually guessed, by the way, that was my personal selection of chests. Is that compass chest right there. Wow.
Maybe next time, Wolflink. Maybe next time.
That's fine. Chest 21 is the game's winner today. And the first one to guess correctly was Neobari. Congratulations.
Just one shy of tile room. How exciting would that have been?
Alright, now leaving this crystal switch the way it is semi-important, and it looks like JTB is setting it up. The reason why it's important is later on there is an anti-fairy and a bolt beam that are clustered close together. And because you left the crystal switch like that, you're set up to easily heal from the both of them with one powder. And this is the one room I would use ether in.
Yeah, the red skeletons are definitely a pain to deal with.
And ether does kill them in one shot.
I do want to point out, Hacksaww is now in go mode. He's going to finish up Eastern, and then he's going to be able to head up to Ganon's Tower as well.
Yep. Here we go with Lambo 2, though, on JTB's end. And also, we now found everything.
You're right.
We never picked up the bottle on the float on Lake Hylia Island or the library, but we know where everything is.
This has definitely been an interesting seed. Given the route divergence of both of these runners, being able to find as much as we have, this has been quite interesting to watch.
Very nice whisper room there. How did Hacksaww get so far behind? Didn't check the Dark World area north of town, and as a result, didn't find the hook shot in Kingston. Ped is dead. Ped was the stash, so the 100 rupees. Yes, Little Miss Priesty there giving us the full rundown. The last thing to mention was Turner Rock, 4 chests of Laser Ridge was our bow. So
very quick Moldorm 2 with Tempered Sword.
Yep. Are we gonna see Moldorm's last possession? We are not.
Well, given that these runners are an hour and 48 minutes in, and both of these runners are 5-1, I assume that JTB probably thinks Hacksaww is getting ready to finish any moment.
All right. Wow, that is a great Aga 1 pattern. Getting a double out of that.
Yeah, we got a double. Pretty decent pattern here as well. Another
Awesome.
double.
And that's a definite
Wow.
double. Very nice.
2, 2, and 2. 3 doubles for JTB.
And
Very
with
clean.
Yes, and with Aga 2 down, it is now time to fight the pig. Tempered Sword. 12 slashes or 6 spins for first 2 phases. After which, a slash every time he can stop teleporting. 4 times to get him out of into phase 4. Phase 4, a slash, and then 1 to 3 silver arrows, depending on how he's positioned, while the lights are on. And it's GG. And we get cheese facts.
Cheese facts are some of my favorite facts.
JTB does have to be a little bit careful here.
Yeah, he did get a safety fairy in GT. I'm not sure if he has any more potions right now.
I think he at least has a blue.
No, he used his blue potion in Turtle Rock. And I don't know if he stopped to buy another blue potion earlier on.
Alright, it's fine. As long as he's aggressive with Ganon, he'll be fine. Should not take another hit here. Very nice. That looks like a triple to me.
Oh,
Not quite, but...
there we go.
And GG's in chat for JTB, the winner of this race. Putting on an excellent show for us. And there he goes, clocking in with a time of 1 hour, 51 minutes flat.
GG.
I still don't get the meaning behind this message. I know who Wild is, Wild and Nikana. I just don't know what they mean by those emotes. Anyway.
But now we can cheer on Hacksaww as he finishes up Ganon's Tower.
Let's get him in here for an interview.
Hacksaww grabbed his big key, and he paused at the door there for a minute, but he's continuing on up. I know what I'm really curious about, and I can't wait to ask JTB.
Well, he's right here.
JTB, are you relieved?
I'm very relieved.
First thing, GG. That was a really good race.
Thanks, my dude.
Congrats on 6-1.
Feels good.
Yeah. So, walk us through this scene at the very least. This one looked like it was kind of all over the place, really.
I didn't think it was too bad. It was just really at the end, just the trying to figure out where the bow was gonna be was the kind of the big issue. And of course it's in like, I think the last place, second to last place it would have been. So I was actually pretty surprised to see that I won after checking all of Pod and then Turtle Rock.
Well, how did you feel when you left behind the cutscene chest in Meyer?
I was not feeling good about it. that was weighing on my mind quite a lot.
Well, here's good news and bad news. Good news is, it wasn't anything you needed.
Good.
Because
what's
it
the bad
was
news?
just... Well, unless you wanted to one cycle each phase again, and it was the gold sword.
Oh yeah, I don't care about that. I got a temper sword. Even though I didn't one cycle anything, but still.
And if you had tanked damage through Spike Cave, you would have had your red mail. We actually found everything in this seed.
Wow, that's impressive. What was Bombos found?
Yeah, you found it.
I found Bombos?
Yeah, you found it in Ganon's Tower.
Oh yeah, at that point, I don't even know what's in my inventory, to be honest.
I think the only thing that wasn't grabbed by either of you two were the 2 bottles in library
and Lake Hylia Island.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean, once you get 1 bottle or 2, it's not really important to grab anymore.
Yeah. Other than that, between the 2 of you, we got every item in the game.
But yeah, I mean, the seed was, I think it was pretty straightforward. There's a lot of dungeons. I didn't feel like I had to really deviate too much from going to dungeons until the bow search. So I'm happy to get the seed.
Can we talk real quick about what happened very early on? You got the flippers in Zelda's chest.
Yeah.
And then they led to your sword, your hammer, and the moon pearl. Give us your reaction to that.
I wasn't too surprised. I knew that hammer was probably going to show up pretty soon, especially for the mirror leading to Hera. So I'm like, okay, it's probably going to be hammer because you got East Death Mountain in there. So the sword was kind of like a constellation prize. And then Pearl was in... Where was Pearl again? I don't remember.
Zora Ledge, which
Zora
you need
Ledge?
for.
That was a little bit more surprising to see that it was there but if it wasn't going to be there, I figured it was just going to be on Death Mountain. I just had to put off Zora as long as I could until I got over to Eastern to get those rupees.
Yeah, it was like there was a really early route divergence. Hacksaww, several minutes before you went up to the Zora area, it was almost like the game said, "Here are the flippers. Now go use them for your progression."
Right.
But it wasn't too long after you farmed those Dark Room rupees that you went back up to Zora.
So where's Hacksaww at then right now?
He just slain Agatu, actually.
He just got the same triple-double that you got on Agatu.
Cool.
And it looks like he went right side first after finding a small gate because he does not have bombos.
He did the Dark Magician route then?
Sort of a modified Dark Magician. He did check the first two chests on the right side. Then must have grabbed the key and then went full right.
So, how does it feel to be going into brackets? You're 6-1 now. There are going to be a lot of really good runners in brackets. I'm not sure the exact number of people. I know it's over 100.
It's somewhere around 126, I think. I don't know how it works with the people from the fall tournament being added in.
Right. But given the way you played in Swiss, how comfortable are you going into brackets?
To be honest, I'm not very comfortable.
Okay.
I mean, I'm very happy with how I played in the Swiss bracket. Like, I didn't expect to make it to this far, let alone 6-1. But just with SGDQ coming up, like trying to find a balance between practicing for SGDQ and then practicing for this, it's a little stressful.
Right.
So I don't feel like I'm really well practiced. I didn't feel like my execution was too great this run. So I'm honestly, we'll just see who I get matched up with, and then, if it's someone like Andy or Christos, I'll just go ahead and accept my loss and just work on SGDQ. But if it's literally anyone else,
I need to cut you off here just for a little bit because Hacksaww, GG's to him, just finished with an official SRTV time of 1:58.51, and is now
GG,
waiting
Hacksaww.
actually waiting for us in the center. Shall we pull him in?
I think he should.
Welcome, Hacksaww. GG.
Thank you, GG.
So, what are your initial thoughts after finishing that run? How was that seed for you?
The seed was a little bit of a cluster, but I played that whole thing like a donkey, so there's not a whole lot I can say.
Yeah, it seemed like it was kind of all over the place. Both you and JTB had a pretty big route divergence for the most part of that run. Can you guess what it was that set you back from JTB?
The Titans mate.
It was It was that the hook shot to Titansmith combo. JTB routed in the Northern Dark World quite a bit before you, so he got his Titansmiths pretty early.
Yeah, I was considering going to making that play, but then I thought, hey, if I go south and I find bow, I'm just going to go over to pod and see what's in there. Pod's usually loaded when it's pendant, but didn't work out so well.
Right. And JTB, he left behind the cutscene chest in Meyer. Both of you were on a bow hunt at that point. So when you went back into Meyer, it was basically down to what JTB finds in Turtle Rock and what you find in the Meyer cutscene. But you were able to bring it back to a good race. It came down to that pivotal moment in the race. But altogether, it was a really exciting race to watch.
Indeed.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the mushroom was in Ice Palace, right?
Yes.
Well preserved.
Yeah. If I had remembered to turn that in before going up and checking Dark Death Mountain, I would have dipped Turtle Rock as well, because 6 items, 7 with the green pendant. That was the right play. I mean, honestly.
Well, I asked JTB just a moment ago, but at 5 and 2, you're going into brackets. How comfortable are you?
Right now, I'm terribly uncomfortable because I did a lot of physical activity this morning, and I'm just like worn out and everything. But as far as the brackets go, anything can happen. I could draw Andy or Ben or Christos the first round and be done quick. Or
Yeah.
I could draw somebody that makes a mistake in the first round and I get lucky and make it through. Who knows?
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, that would probably explain why you both took a break at the same time. What was up with that?
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what you're referring to whatsoever.
Sure.
Well, I called it JTB's coffee break since he didn't get his coffee break in Hera, so I just assumed JTB was just said, "Hey, guy, I need to take a coffee break here." That was pretty interesting, and we were all dying to ask what was going on, but I heard through the grapevine you guys were just having a little fun, so I can respect
Fun
that.
in rando? That's unheard of.
Yeah, Rando is completely serious business. Let's not have any of this fun talk here.
Well, I think it's...
Go ahead.
Sorry. Well, you both are going to have some good times here in the tournament, most likely. You both look like you're having fun. I just have one thing to ask you. One final thing to ask you. Any final thoughts on this seed or just in general with the tournament thus far?
Always just like to thank everyone involved. It's such a time commitment for volunteer commentators, trackers, restreamers, and then of course everyone playing it up. So, definitely we appreciate you and thank you for doing this.
Yeah, I mean, same thing here. Big thanks goes out to everybody involved with this tournament. The players, the fans, the people behind the scenes, the admins, the trackers, commentators, restreamers, everybody that puts this show together. I mean, without all you other people, this is nothing. And we're just sitting here playing this game for fun by ourselves. But this just makes it all the better.
All right. So with that, make sure to give these two a follow here. They put on an excellent race for us. While you're at it, make sure to also follow us here on Speed Gaming 3. And don't forget, we also have 5 other channels here. The original Speed Gaming, Speed Gaming 2, and also 4, 5, and 6. And if that's not enough for Link to Pass Randomizer crew, we have our own Twitch channel here, Link to Pass Randomizer 1, and its sub-channels 2, 3, and 4. Make sure to give all those a follow as well. Kippy 000 was our tracker. Make sure to give them a follow as well. And make sure also to give TC here a follow. Just being great in co-comp for me.
No, you carried me. You're the MVP here today. Thanks to Hacksaww and JTB for putting on a great race. It was really fun to commentate. I had a great time. So thanks a lot, guys.
Yes, and I think that's fair enough to say. From all of us here at A Link to Past Randomizer, we just see you all next time, and thank you for watching. Good night, everyone.
Good night.